What's up, YouTube? You're Inside the Edge, and I'm back with another video. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. I got you guys covered. Lately, guys, I've been doing a lot of NBA content due to the NBA draft, but I will be getting back to some more NFL content, just like today. Today is Sunday, so I'm going to talk some football. So today, I want to talk about the Kansas City Chiefs. I want to talk about Isiah Pacheco because he just had an unbelievable season as a rookie, and just to top everything off with a Super Bowl, this guy has already a good career in front of him. So just to get things started, just looking at this depth, I do believe Jerick McKinnon, I believe the Chiefs signed him in May. They re-signed him, so he will be a Kansas City Chief heading into next season. But things didn't come easy for Pacheco. Now, when we first look at the first 8 games of this season, it seems like Pacheco was still trying to figure out this offense. Andy Reid was still trying to figure out how can he utilize him and to his full ability. So things came off pretty rocky for Pacheco. He only shared 17.2% of the snaps while trailing behind Jerick McKinnon with 44% of the snaps, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire, he owned 37.9% of the offensive snaps to start the season. So it just wasn't enough room in the rotation for Pacheco to really blossom. But it just seems like when Clyde Edwards-Helaire, when he pretty much injured himself after, I believe it was week 10, that pretty much gave the green light to Pacheco to be that second down back for this Kansas City Chiefs offense, and he did not disappoint. I'm just going to read you guys some numbers about just what Pacheco has done among rookies, rookie running backs this season. He was ranked 3rd in rushing yards with 1,027 yards. He was ranked 2nd in touchdowns with 6. He was ranked 4th with yards after contact with 653 yards, and then he was ranked 4th with 20-yard carries with plus 10 yards. So this guy was pretty much given the opportunity to be that second down back for Kansas City, and he did not disappoint. And just looking at this whole title run throughout the playoffs, it just seems like Pacheco even stepped up his game even more in the postseason. He averaged 12.3 carries per game with an average of 65.7 yards per rush, rushing yards per game. So this guy was pretty much rushing 75 plus yards throughout the first 2 playoff matchups in this postseason. So it's been very impressive to see what Pacheco has done in his first year with Kansas City. Now, I definitely think that he will get more of the bulk load this upcoming season, and I can just see Pacheco improving himself in this Kansas City offense. And what I mean by that is I believe Pacheco can be an all-purpose back, caliber running back for this Kansas City Chiefs team. Just looking at the way, and what I mean by that is being an all-purpose back is a guy that can operate as a pass catcher, be a runner, and be a pass blocker. And I think Pacheco can, I think he can check off those categories. I think he has the talent to be an all-purpose back for this Kansas City team. Just looking the way he can run with the football. This guy is a physical runner. He's a north-south runner. The way he can bounce off of tackles, run towards the sidelines and just pick up that extra gear of just getting those extra yards. This guy has accumulated, like I mentioned, this guy, he accumulated 653 yards after contact last season. And he's a little guy, when you watch him play, he's a little guy, but he definitely has, this firepower to him where he just does not like to get taken down so easily. And just the way he runs with the football is just something we all respect. I just really, just looking at that game in the Super Bowl, he had a rushing touchdown, and he had a lot of key runs in that Super Bowl where, he just did not give up on plays. He was hard to tackle, and if he keeps his energy going, for this Kansas City Chiefs, I can see him carrying, maybe 70% of the snaps of this upcoming season. Just like I mentioned, he started off, with Kansas City at 17.2% of the snaps, and now I think this coming season, he took a huge leap where I could see him, about maybe carrying about 60% of this offense, 60-70% of the offensive snaps. I can see him being a part of this offense, and I just think with Andy Reid, he just has to get more plays where he can have Pacheco be more of a pass catcher, be a guy that can pretty much run around in the backfield and just kind of be that guy of what Tyreek Hill was to this offense. I think that's what Andy Reid is aiming for, but I believe Andy Reid has major plans for Pacheco, and I think he's going to have an unbelievable season. But just looking at his production, guys, it's unbelievable, and he took a huge leap from week 10 all the way to the playoffs, all the way to the Super Bowl. It just seems like he stepped up his game. So with that being said, guys, I don't want to make this video too long, but we do have an up-and-coming star in Kansas City where we have Pacheco that can be an all-down back for this Kansas City team. And it's just all about Andy Reid just putting all the schemes together. And I think the Kansas City Chiefs can be successful next season and can go for that title run. So with that being said, guys, I want to hear your guys' thoughts on Pacheco. Who do you guys feel like will be the number one back for this Kansas City team? What was your favorite moments by Pacheco? I mean, how do you guys, you Kansas City fans in particular, like how do you guys feel about him? Because it just seems like he just put himself on the map within, the last 7 games of the season. So with that being said, guys, take care. Be sure to subscribe, drop a like, and just help this channel grow, guys. I'm going to just continue to just give you guys NFL content and talk about players that no one is talking about. And I also want to, cover a lot of news as well. So with that being said, guys, have a good day. And I'll see you guys on my next video. Peace.